Just got done watching Daredevil Born Again episode 8, and spoiler alert for the episode, if you haven't watched it, I would click off now. Episode did just come out, so I have to put that spoiler there, but I love the show. I'm not gonna lie. This episode was, I guess you could say, maybe on a little bit of, I don't want to say slower side, but a little bit of a different side. Now, as you know, we made videos, but if you didn't know, episode 1, episode 8, and episode 9 were all created under the new direction rather than the old direction that created episodes 3 through 7. Now, there was a few things that were changed to kind of make it a little more coherent to episode 1, episode 8, and episode 9, but the new team took over for this episode, for episode 8 and episode 9. So if you feel a little bit of a shift, not a shift, but maybe a little bit of a difference, a little bit of something else, that would explain that. But I do think the show is coherent together. The storyline between Matt and Heather, Fisk and Vanessa is really interesting. There was so much tension here. Now, of course, we got the Bullseye prison breakout scene where Bullseye, conducts this plan to piss off Matt, eventually taking the tooth out of his, breaking a tooth, causing him to spit it out and break out of prison. I thought we get a little bit more of a scene, but I kind of liked how they did it. Then we go over to the ball where we see a lot of different cards at play. We see Buck, we see, I keep forgetting Michael Gandolfini's character's name. We see Heather there, we see Vanessa, we see Fisk, and then we eventually see Matt. We also see the task force, the anti-vigilante task force there, messing with the commissioner. A lot of different things are crumbling, and it's so interesting to see all of these parts move together. But the main thing that happens in the episode is that turmoil between Fisk and Matt, Vanessa, and Heather. Now, Heather's kind of on the other side of it, and I am leaving something out with Heather and Matt that I want to make a separate video about. That I it just pisses me off, but it's a good way. But Matt finds out and puts together that Vanessa was the reason that Bullseye kills Foggy. Now, we don't exactly know why, but it maybe has to do with the case that they were talking about, because Foggy was celebrating at that time because he knew that case was his to win. So it does make sense that maybe because he was going to win that case, something would have happened to really step on Vanessa's toes, and was her reason, her call to action to hire Bullseye to kill Foggy. Also in the episode, Vanessa kills Adam. Maybe we can, I don't know. But then, of course, Bullseye breaks out, and for some reason, he's after, I guess he's after Fisk, because he goes to shoot Fisk at the gala after he breaks out of prison, and Matt takes the bullet for him, getting shot, I believe, right here, which shouldn't be that bad. I'm assuming Matt knew where to step, where to have the bullet hit him in order to make himself survive. But of course, Matt confronts Vanessa right before that asking why she had Foggy killed. Vanessa, of course, denies the allegations, which maybe is the smart move, but also we see kind of a turn where Fisk almost tells Heather Matt's secret that he is Daredevil. Now, interesting. Really interesting episode. That's kind of everything I want to dive into in this video, but there is some turmoil between Matt and Heather that I want to talk about. A lot of moving parts. I cannot believe next week is the final episode, but it seems to be next week will be the title is Straight to Hell, which will see the team up with Matt and Punisher. Let me know what you thought of Daredevil episode 8, Daredevil Born Again episode 8. Thanks for watching today's video.